Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Rings of Power. Listen, we've been fighting, pushing back against the narratives put out by the showrunners, Amazon, everybody involved with the propaganda marketing of Rings of Power since it began. They started their whole marketing campaign by calling fans racists, bigots, this and that. They set the stage. So now it's no surprise 6 weeks later, because we're 7 episodes in, 6 weeks later, we're going to be 8 episodes in, 7 weeks later. We're 7 weeks in, 7 weeks in. I can do math. 7 weeks in, it is no surprise as the show is plummeting into the abyss. It is cratered, it is pear-shaped, it is sinking. It's a complete and total disaster. Therefore, it is no surprise that they are going back to the well and attacking the fans. Yet, here's the thing. I talked about a little bit last night on Natural 20. I want to come back today, just spend a few minutes before I go review She-Hulk. To talk about this. This is a pattern of specific attacks. And it's a dangerous pattern. Why? Very simply put, when you label somebody something, when you use terminology that dehumanizes them, it allows, for lack of a better term, NPC hordes to then feel justified how they behave towards them. These giant corporations and those involved with them continue to label people who are pushing back against their products and their narratives various terms. That's why yesterday, when Patrick McKay, one of the showrunners of Wheel of Time, it all blurs together, Rings of Power. They're just as bad. Rings of Power. When he gave an interview to the Hollywood Reporter, goes on to call us who have pushed back at this patently evil. Let's read the entire text of this. And then I'll make my point. Payne looks particularly distressed on the topic. The spirit of Tolkien is about disparate peoples who don't trust one another and look different from one another, finding common ground in friendship and accomplishing big things, he says. That's the spirit we've tried to inculcate into every single comma and period in the show. That this aspiration would be offensive to people and enrage them, it's very hard for us to understand. What are they protecting? I don't see how people who are saying these things think that they're fighting for good. There's a line in the episode 7 where Galadriel, warrior queen, says every war is fought from without and within. Even if you're fighting for something you think is good, if you do something worse in that fight, then you become evil. I don't see how people who are saying these things think they're fighting for good. It's patently evil. There you go. Patrick McKay shares a brain with J.D. Payne as they co-showrun this atrocity, as they've written episodes and directed episodes, I believe. These idiots just said, if you do not agree with our narratives, you are evil. There's two things I want to point out about this statement. First is that part. They are giving carte blanche to anybody who agrees with them and disagrees with us, those of us who are pushing back against their woke, intersectional, left-wing agenda narrative put into this crap, that we're evil. When you say somebody is evil, that denotes there is no hope for them. They are out to do harm to everything, and they must be stopped no matter the cost. Think about that. All it takes is one lunatic, one diehard nutter to read this, to be a devotee to these idiots and this show, to see something that I say or somebody else says, and then suddenly they get a wacko hard-on for us. Then they stalk. They follow. They creep around. They look for opportunities. Maybe they even dox and find out where we live. And maybe they get in their head that we're evil. Therefore, we must be stopped because we're evil. Because we're trying to stop these good men from pushing diversity and inclusion in their show. Think about that. Does it sound like what a mustachioed man once said, what he once did to my very people, and how 6 million of them died because of something like that? They were dehumanized. They were labeled things so that people could then make it okay in their brains to do horrible things to them because they were not human. They were evil. It's no different than any tactic Disney has done by premeditatively, I can speak, and to fabricate the racist accusations against Moses Ingram, which I still hold were fabricated. They weren't real. Otherwise, if there were things like that, we would have seen dozens of receipts instead of 3 weirdly AI-generated Twitter DMs. This is a license to do harm to people. Because there are crazies out there who will take this as permission. And at the same time, on the other side of this, little less threatening, but just as cringe and stupid, how pathetic is it to quote your own crap to make your point, as if Galadriel Warrior Queen is actually Galadriel, and to quote their own crap to make up their point. They can't find Tolkien to quote, so they're going to quote their own garbage. This thing is a shit show. These people are horrible. And they want to see us silenced because you know why? Because we're winning. We've won. We have won this battle in this war. Rings of Power defeated. Season 2 doesn't matter. That's low-hanging fruit. For a lot of people, that's another addition to the house. For me, maybe it's a little more traction. Either way, we've won this because people are listening to what we're saying, and they're not listening to you. They're not listening to The Guardian and their crap review that I talked about the other day. They're not listening to stands on Twitter who are about to lose their favorite little private beach playground. Way to go, Elon. This is the end of the road. It's the end of the road for them because we're going to win this. We're going to win another battle. They're going to lose Twitter to have their little platform to change narratives and denounce us. And they're going to they already know they can't come onto YouTube, even though YouTube is enemy territory for us. We know how to play the game, and people like you find folks watching this video today and subscribing to me and other channels. You're here to watch us. You're not here to watch them. They have no audience here. It's our playground. We know how to play this game. They don't. They fail every time. So come into our battlefield. We will win. We are winning. We're going to win. Because guess what? We happen to be right. We happen to be right because we're fans. We're passionate. We were here first, and we are the lifeblood of everything, and we know it. What J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay failed to realize is that as fake fans, that's not ammo for your weapons. That's not munitions for your artillery. That's a wet fart. We win. We will win. We're going to win. All right. I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on this channel where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic because facts and logic do not care about whiny fifis. Hit the notification button, share what I'm preaching, and comment away. I love to hear from what you guys have to say. I'm still getting started today. Give me a break. I love to hear what you guys have to say because I am like you. I am a fan, and I care what you think. I do not care what the stands and the SJWs think because 201, they are cowards buying keyboards, and I cannot wait for this very video to trigger one of them. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.